Hey Nippers, it's me, Wild Neptune, and this is going to be a very, very interesting, um, should you pull video for Epic 7. And that is because of big news I'm sure you all already know. But it does kind of affect some of the, dichotomy of what I'm about to say. But anyway, before that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, catch me at twitch.tv/WildNeptune. I thank everybody for all the support thus far. Let's get into it. So, the units coming out. One of them is going to be Holiday Euphine, a limited Booba unit. We all like her. Also, Mui, and in a week, there will be Bazaar. So let's go over Mui first. Mui is one of the few characters I don't have. She's not bad. She's actually pretty decent, if a little bit niche overall. I don't think she's worth pulling on. If this was like Pavel, maybe, but it's hard for me to suggest you pull a Mui right now. So let's head over to a character I do have in Holiday Euphine. So here's Holiday Euphine. She was released as a counter to Bazaar, and she's such a good counter to Bazaar that Bazaar's like vacated arena defenses when she came out. She's one of those units that basically changed the way arena, like, not worked, but just the types of defenses you saw. In RTA, she's had a little bit of a harder time because units like SSB, LRK, stuff like that have started to, really put a dent into her power. But she was buffed recently, so she does have that nice evasion thing here and other stuff. On top of that, the new guild artifact is basically a better snow crystal for her because she gets the barrier right away, so she doesn't have to rely on FCC for the initial barrier, which is quite a big improvement. That being said, though, she's not like an amazing unit. I think she's a very good unit, but in terms of limited units, you have stuff like Landy, Cerise, Fairy Tale, right? DN, that you would definitely want to pull before her, but she is a limited unit. She has a couple of different builds. Like, I have more of like a damagey build. Some people will go like just full bulk and like attack. You can build her kind of like as like a Straza check, things like that. Like, some people run super speed. So just depends on your play style and what you have. The limited tag does again give her a little bit of oomph in her pull priority. The other unit would be next week, which is Bazaar. And Bazaar is very good. I would say that out of the 3 units that are being released in the next 2 weeks, remember, Bazaar is next week. Bazaar is definitely the best unit out of the 3 of them. Now, he's also not limited, right? So that is a factor. Bazaar is very good into like on like Straza teams that don't have a reliable like a fast attack buffer or like a fast push. Just get that unbuffable up, right? Get rid of his attack buff. Can't have invincibility. He's good against things like DN. Good against things like Landy. So decent against like Bryceria. Really, like stuff like, okay against Maid. Not as good right now because of Maid's buff. So but still a good choice versus her overall. Just a lot of overall benefit from having such a strong soul burn with his S3, which ignores ER, which is really good on this skill. Like, this skill is loaded, and the rest of his kit isn't that bad either. So he is coming with Abyssal Crown, and that would be a much bigger deal like a year ago, but Crown is definitely fallen off in favor of using more stuff of using book on basically everything now, because having souls has become even more important recently versus control. So, but in terms of like power, if you want to pull for power, Bazaar's the way to go. But again, he's not limited. But now, obviously, like this is the big news. The ReZero collab. And this is why I'm saying so more details will be shared later through an update notice. Okay, so we don't know how long it's going to be until this collab is out. Keep in mind that we still have at least the Holiday Fiend beach rerun to finish, which will be a couple of weeks at least, and then probably another beach unit in Iceria. So it might be a good like couple of months before this happens, right? But again, I don't know. And Iceria is also speculation, but we can assume that she's going to happen. Like, they already showed art of it and stuff. So if you really like ReZero, like I do, and you're kind of on like maybe a budget or like on a, I say a budget, I mean like a bookmark budget or a Skystone budget, maybe you skip like Bazaar and such, right? it is hard, right? This is definitely a hard time for players who don't have a lot of resources, right? Or are like new players who just want to pull everything. If you're wondering who I think the units are going to be, I mean, probably like Subaru for free, Rem, Emilia, and Echidna. Well, I mean, that's what they're probably going to be, right? I can't see them getting anybody else but those four. Now, what will they do? Who knows? But I am ready. I am ready. I have
May new beginnings become your strength.
a lot of bookmarks and a lot of sky stones, and I'm lucky enough that I don't have to pull out anything. So I'm set. But hopefully you guys are going to be what's the word for it? Smart with your resources and are able to get all the units that you want to. No real easy answers here. Honestly, as somebody who values just like having the limited units, I would, if I could, I would try to get Holiday Fiend. And even if it means skipping a really good unit like Bazaar, I'd lean to doing that. If you don't care about Holiday Fiend, then Bazaar is the better unit again. And for the units after that, we don't know, right? We don't know what I say, like the probable Seaside Isarius kit is going to be. We don't know what the ReZero characters kit are going to be either, or even what they are. I don't think. But I would also value COLLAB characters the highest. So it's like COLLAB characters and like pull priority are like up here. You can't even see my hand, right? That's how high that pull that is. Now that you know what the COLLAB is, if you care about the characters in the COLLAB and just want them, you should definitely think about, hey, in like a couple of months or whatever comes out, when this COLLAB hits, will I have the bookmarks to feel relatively safe, right? If you say the answer is no, you might have to make some sacrifices, right? Below that is limited units. That's because Smilegate owns the non-COLLAB limited units. Obviously, every COLLAB unit is also limited, but they're not owned by Smilegate. And then below that, you just have the other good units, right? And stuff like that. Oh, by the way, if you can speak French, don't pay attention to that fake spammer who's trying to give away Sky Stones there or whatever like that. I don't know what he said. I just know it was he's probably talking about the Epic Pass, because I don't think he linked the website. Okay, whatever. But anyway, those are just my my thoughts on the matter there. Anyway, I'm Neptune. Thanks for watching. Nep out.